G'day friends, and welcome to our Anything Goes Saturday, where Robbie and I grab something from our stash to create and share a project with you. So today I'm going to be playing along with Crafty L's sheet load of cards for December 2024. I've followed Alicia for a long time, but I've never ever done any of her sketches. So I'm only going to be creating one sketch or one card, and I've actually adjusted it a little bit to suit our size cards. So she has all the dimensionals here for just your one card, or if you go over to page 2, she has all the cutting measurements and guides to create I think it's an A2 card. So, but we're just going to be doing one. And I have changed, sorry about that, I've just had a cockatoo fly over. And I have changed this a little bit as well, which reminds me I'll just grab some sheets. I meant to grab them before we started. I just didn't have any sentiment sheets. So I've pre-cut all mine. I will have all the measurements below, and I'll also have a link to Alicia's video on showing you how to do this. Okay, so I'm actually going to be using, that's what I'm looking for. I'm actually going to be using some paper I received during the week, PinkFresh Studios, and it's called Simply the Best. It may be an old pack, I'm not too sure, but I thought it was perfect for males. So, and that's what we're going to be using. And that's just it there. It's a great pack actually. Be good for albums as well. And I've selected this sheet here, and we're going to use the opposite side. Okay, so what we'll do is burnish along our score line of our base card, which is just the white. I'll do this side too. Okay, now I've got a couple of pieces of, I decided to use Night and Navy. I was going to use Garden Green, but I think the Night and Navy picks it up a little bit more. So we've got 2 pieces for the inside. We'll put that aside. Then we've got this piece here. Now, I'm actually going to, because I like layers, I'm actually layering my pattern paper onto cardstock, and then I'll put it onto our base card. Okay, then we've got this piece here is just the coloured cardstock here is all one piece, and then you've got the 2 pieces of pattern paper. Now that's it. I wanted my pattern paper to be, even though I've chopped it in half, I still wanted it to be in order. So we're going to put this onto here. Going to be easy card today. Okay. Now you could use either side, and my glue isn't working. You could use either side of this pattern paper. It doesn't have to be the same as what I've used, or use what you have in your stash, hey? And I will also have a link in the description below burst out in a minute, you wait and see. To Robbie's creation as well. So be sure to pop on over there to see what she's created. Not too sure what's happening here, but, well, we know what's happening, nothing. But I don't know why. There we go. Okay. So this is going to go across here with just a little bit of border showing along the top. And just press that down gently. Okay, making sure it's nice and straight. That's the beauty of using glue. You can always, you've got a little bit of wiggle room. Then we're going to stick this piece on the same piece of cardstock. Here we go again. Just bear with me. Okay, let's give this a go. Whoops. Oh, that was lucky, eh? And then all we're going to do is put this piece on, leaving a small gap along between the two and again along the bottom. And at the same time, making sure, if you're using pattern paper, making sure your patterns match up. Okay? Then this will then go onto our piece of pattern paper with a little bit showing along the bottom, eh? Just like that. So I'm not going to pop this up. Sometimes I will pop it up, but other times I'm not going to. So I just want to make sure this is nice and straight. So I just match my panel up on my strip with the lines on the grid paper, eh? And that way, you know it's going to be nice and straight. Make sure you've got your pattern paper straight though. And then this piece will go onto this piece of Night and Navy. Now it's shooting out. Just like that. You could have had this panel a different colour. I was going to use a green, but I decided at the last moment, here's that thing, at the last moment to just stick with the one colour. Just going to put this on here like that, and I think that sort of pops with the navy cardstock. Just like that. Okay, so we've got that bit. Now this shape here is a circle, and all you have to do is chop it off probably about 1/4 inch at the bottom, you know, to get that shape. but I'm not going to use this shape. I've actually stamped this image. It's called Luka from LaLa Stamps, I think it is. I've had it for donkey's years. In fact, I don't even know whether you could probably even get it again. And I've coloured it. I've stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Memento Tuxedo Black, and coloured in with Copics. Now, please ignore my colouring. I'm a bit out of practice, but we'll get there in the end. So all I've got to do is sit down and have more plays. So we're going to pop him up, eh? Oops. And this is probably where, even though it's a card sketch and she's got all the measurements and shapes and everything for you, there's nothing to say that you can't change it up a little bit. We'll grab a couple of little ones and we'll just, I might slice that actually. Let's see how we go. And hopefully, whoops. I just want a couple of little pieces for his feet and his hands. One of the longer ones, because I think the minis, you may see them. Just to give his feet and hands a little bit of support. And I can see that a little bit, so we'll just chop that off just a fraction. Turn that around. Whoops. And I'll just take the sticky lids off and we'll pop him on the card, eh? And we'll just put him about here, I think. And it just fits on there, actually. He's a little bit sunburned in the face. And I've done the, once I stamped it and coloured it, I then decided to fussy cut him and then pop him up. So I've done the same with the soccer ball. I just fussy cut that actually. I could have punched it out, but I decided just to fussy cut around it. And that is our card. But we're going to add I want a little birthday. There's a happy birthday to you. These are mini cut apart sheets. I love them actually. Enjoy that. Happy birthday to you. Okay. Let's do this. And I'm going to actually chop this back a bit on both sides, eh? here. And we're going to pop this up too, eh? So, have I got any more? I'm always cutting along the edges of my dimensionals. For the long strips, I must get some long tape actually. We're just going to pop that up right along there. Take our sticky lid off. Oh, well that didn't work. What happened there? There, that's better. I always line it up again, and I do switch it around too sometimes. I just find that works better for me for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to take it right over to the edge. And I think that looks about right. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. And we'll just press down gently. And I want that little edge under his arm. There, that's better. Then what we'll do is our envelope and our inside. So with the leftover strips, all we're going to do is put one. There goes the glue again. Oh no. We're just going to stick one to our envelope. Just like that, and we'll put one, we might even put two, eh? Hold on. Let's put one. I was going to see if I could line up the patterns, but I can't. So we'll just put the one. And we'll put it along the bottom this time, just for something a little bit excuse me. Frog in my throat. And we'll just put this to the piece of navy cardstock. Now when I coloured Luka, I tried to match the colours in with the paper, and I'll have a list of those colours on my blog as well as in the description below. This doesn't go on my blog until about the Thursday next week, so, but I'll have them on my blog, in the description below. And as I said, it's a really old stamp, and I've just dug the ones out that I've got again. Okay, so that is Alicia's sketch, and this is my take on it, okay? And, oops, we better chop off the excess on our envelope. And that is our card for today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I may add a bit of bling later on. I'll see how I go. But for the moment, I don't really think it needs it. But I hope you've enjoyed that, and thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. See ya. All right.